Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video on my channel. I hope you all are doing fine. I hope you all are doing alright. And so today we're going to talk about skincare, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite skincare products that I'm currently using or that I have been using for a couple of years and I don't know, maybe stopped using for different reasons, or like I also have a lot of products that I switch up. So like sometimes I use them and then after 3 months or so I use the other ones again. And so today I'm going to show you all of these products, and yeah, let's get started. Alright, I have like a huge, oh my god, like I have this huge I don't know how to call it, this huge box. I have this huge box, and like you have to know that not all of these, like I don't use all of these products every single day and also not every single week, and I also don't use them like for the whole time. So like as I said, like some of these products I use for 1 month or so and then I switch up the product and I use another one. And with some products, like I also have some products in this box that I have already used, like these bottles are already empty, and I just want to show you what I use sometimes. And so yeah, let's just get started. Alright, and all of these products are also for my face only, like some are also for my neck or for the shoulders. Maybe, I don't know. Like I have no idea what, like how many things I have in this box, like we will see today. But yeah, I don't have, like I'm not going to show you things that I use for my legs as an example. So I'm just going to show you what I use on my face. And so yeah, let's get started with the first thing that I always do, like the very first thing before I even get started with cleansing foam. Like this is a cleansing foam, my favorite one. I've been using this one for years and we will come to this in a minute. But like the very first thing that I do before I get started with my skincare face routine is just that I use some disinfectant. I use a disinfectant for my hands because yeah, like I have acne and I've had acne for years now, like for 10 years or more than 10 years. And so for the majority of my life I've never disinfected my hands before washing my face and before just doing my skincare. And since around about 2 years maybe I regularly do this, especially during winter time. And so yeah, I can only recommend this to you, to disinfect your hands before putting them into your face, onto your face. And so this is the very first step. And then we have, and I also have to totally forget this is an ASMR video, but like this is the first thing I use. And then I use this cleansing foam, which is, I don't know if you can buy this outside of Germany. I have no idea. Maybe you can, I don't know. I'm going to look it up. Or like you can look it up if you would like to buy it, but it's by it's from Sebamed. I have no idea how to say it in English. And it's actually made for it's made for unclear skin. How do you call it? Or for acne prone skin. And it's pH neutral, and it's just really neutral. Like in general it doesn't really smell like something, it's just foam, but it really is gentle to your skin, and it removes some dead skin cells, or just like you just feel fresh after using it, you know. Instead of just using water, I just use a little bit of this, and I've been using this for also 10 years now probably, and so far this has never disappointed me, and so I can only recommend this to you. It's really basic, but it's really effective or really great. I don't know, I just feel like I also use this for my, like basically also for my shoulders when I'm showering, and for my neck, and also under my arms, because under my arms, also my armpits, are really sensitive. They dry out easily, and so actually this is not the best thing for dry skin. It's not made for dry skin, but it still doesn't dry out my skin, unlike a lot of other products. And so this is really a neutral cleanser. And it also really, like, especially after sweating under my arms, like, it removes all kinds of odors. It's just really, really great. And so I can only recommend this to you. And now we have the next thing, which is... Alright, this is something I bought. And I have already tested. But I don't know if it's really great. Like, it's from Neutrogena in German. Like, it's made with curcuma, and you can also really smell this. And yeah, it smells a lot like curcuma, and it's supposed to be for, like, it's another cleanser. It's a cleansing foam, and it's for sensitive skin or for irritated skin. And yeah, it really smells like curcuma, so it's not, it's I don't know, I have used it a few times. And in the past, I have already tried out different products by Neutrogena, and so far they were sometimes good and sometimes not so good, or just not made for my skin. Like, they were all good, but just not made for my skin. Like, if you have acne, like in my case, I've had really bad acne, and sometimes I still have really bad breakouts. And so when you have this kind of situation and it's hormonal basically, or like, you can't really do something about it, like not with these products. And so in general, this is really great. So this is not my top recommendation because I just haven't used it a lot yet, but I also use it sometimes. So then, after cleaning my skin, I sometimes used another toner, but I don't know where I've put it. So, but it's empty anyways, but like, it was by Paula's Choice, and I really liked it, but I don't know where I've put it. So it should be lying somewhere, like just on the floor, somewhere around here, but I don't know where I've put it. But like, I've used this BHA cleanser, or not cleanser, a toner, and it was actually really good, but sometimes it was a bit too aggressive for my skin, or there was just some ingredients, like not necessarily too aggressive, like the dosage of the BHA wasn't necessarily too high. And BHA is salicylic acid, I believe, if I remember it correctly, because there's also AHA and PHA, but like, I think this is the salicylic acid. And yeah, this is what was basically the main ingredient, or like, this is just what was included in this toner by Paula's Choice. I'm going to put a picture somewhere, probably, if I remember to do this. And then yeah, it was actually quite good. Like, it really gently exfoliated a bit of my old skin cells, but I believe there was just some ingredient that I couldn't really stand. I don't know, but like, it was sometimes my skin was really irritated, not just a half hour after using this, but like days, you know. Sometimes my skin got worse, and so yeah, I just used one bottle, and in general I liked it. Sometimes I liked it, sometimes I didn't like it, and so yeah, it's not like a top recommendation, but I also don't really remember it exactly. Like, I should use it and should try it again to remember how it actually was like. But yeah, and so this is the one that I use almost every single day, not every single day. This is also something I believe you only get in Germany, or like in Europe. I don't know if you get this worldwide, I have no idea. It's called Benzacnen. I don't know how, like in English it's probably Benzacnen, I don't know. And it's basically a wash suspension. Can you say it like this? I have to look it up. I don't know if this is the correct word. It's written there in German. And it includes benzoyl peroxide. And so it includes benzoyl peroxide. I just looked up how you pronounce this in English, and this basically also is made to exfoliate your skin quite gently. Like, it's not a scrub peeling. All of the peelings that I use are not really scrubbing peelings, but I just apply them, and then the acids and the chemistry will do the work basically. Like, I believe this also kills bacteria, and it also, just like if you have, because I also have the problem that I don't necessarily have oily skin. Like, it's not like my skin produces a lot of sebum, but my skin gets really dry, and so sometimes my pores just get clogged because the skin is so dry and the sebum can't leave the skin basically. This is my main problem, and so this is supposed to help you with this kind of problem. And so far it's been going well. Like, I can just tell you one thing, like, not last winter, but 2 years ago, I thought, alright, all of these products that I'm wasting my money on, like, I thought I was totally wasting my money, and like on some products I've really wasted my money, but I thought, alright, I don't really have to use anything for my skin because I just have hormonal acne and I can't really do anything except for taking the pill, how do you say this in English? But I can't really do something about it except for like taking hormones maybe, or I don't know, I just have to deal with it. And I just thought I don't even have to wash my face anymore. Like, I'm just going to wash it with water once per day and that's it. And I can tell you, my skin got so incredibly bad. Like, it was red all over the place. I had so many pimples, like so many underneath the skin, you know, and so many clogged pores, and so, I don't know, not good. Like, I can really tell you, for a lot of people, or for some people, it might work, you know, if you just wash your face with water. But like in my case, I have really dry skin and probably also some acne bacteria always on my face, and this bacteria just grew and grew, and it was no. Like, from then on, I don't use a lot of products, but I do use them because I know what happens if you don't use them. And so, yeah. So I can really recommend this to you. Like, this is, like, I also have one, or I used to have one that you can apply to your skin with this benzoyl peroxide that can stay on your skin, and it slowly removes the dry, dead skin cells and just opens up the pores overnight, as an example, probably overnight. But this one is like something to wash off. You can just leave it on your skin for 1 to 5 minutes. And yeah, this is really great. Like, to me, this is really great. And like, I'm just giving you a lot of acne tips right now, much more than, like, as an example, like, this is also just my specific skincare. Like, I have dry skin with acne, so if you have oily skin with acne, you can just use all kinds of products for acne, like for anti-acne, against acne, because they are probably not too aggressive for your skin, especially also if your skin isn't really sensitive. But in my case, my skin is really sensitive. If I just, like, I had one time I just ate one cake and there was just some ingredients like inside of this cake that was just, and the next day, out of nowhere, it wasn't because of my hormones. I knew it wasn't because of my, like, I wasn't about to have my period or whatever. It wasn't during my ovulation or whatever. I just, all of a sudden, pimples all over the place. Like, my skin is so incredibly sensitive, and at the same time it's dry, although I have acne. And so, yeah, like, it's a really specific routine. And if you have dry skin and you don't have acne, like, then you can use the products for hydration that I'm going to show you later on. But like, right now we're still at the treating acne part. Like, the first one was a cleanser, and now we're going to, like, and now we're just talking about the acne products. And so this is one that I use sometimes when it gets really bad on my shoulders, when I have a big pimple on my shoulders, as an example. Like, this also includes benzoyl peroxide. And this is something to leave on. Like, I also had this from the other brand, from Band's Acne, but this is from Cordis BPO. Oh. Here you can see it. And this is basically the same thing that I just showed you, but to leave on overnight as an example. And now we have, yeah, this is something, this is also by Sebamed, and this is cleansing water. And this is something that I use on my, like, also not really on my face, but rather on my shoulders, because it's a bit too aggressive for my face, especially during winter. My face is just really dry during winter, and so this is more for my shoulders and for my back. And so whenever my acne gets a bit worse, I use this. And yeah, and also now you might be asking why I don't why I use these products instead of just going to treat my acne with medicine. The thing is, I've had only antibiotics so far, and with the first one, the doctor gave me this just without thinking about it, and my acne got better, but I got problems with my teeth because this was one of my teeth is green. And yeah, it had a lot of, I was just like, no way I'm going to take these antibiotics just to get clear skin if this can be damaging to my overall body. And at the same time, it's also, I also get, how do you say this? Immune. I get immune against this, or the bacteria get immune against this, which also shouldn't happen. And then also when it comes to the pill, when it comes to birth control, that's how you call it in English, it also doesn't really help me a lot, because even when my hormones are on one level throughout the whole time, I still have acne. So it's not really like this. I have, when I'm not on birth control, I just have up and downs, but I always have acne. Even on my down days, I have acne, and you would also see it. I can cover it up quite easily. Here you can see a pimple, a small one, rather small one, and so I'm quite alright with my skin. I just always have at least a bit of acne, no matter what, since years now. And whenever I just have, I'm just a bit stressed, the pimples will come. I don't know, if you are a dermatologist and you're watching my video, which is highly unlikely, because I don't have a lot of people watching my videos, but if you have some recommendations, please let me know. I would really appreciate it if you would, let me know. The only thing that is still left, I believe, is retinol. Maybe I should do this, but yeah. So now we have this one. This one is relatively new. It's by Catrice. I don't know if you have this in other... I have no idea if this is a worldwide brand or just in Germany. I have no idea. I remember when I was a child, for a lot of things, not just some products, or like just some brands, food, some sort of candy, or just also sometimes music. A lot of times I thought all of these things were really international because you just had them in your daily life. And sometimes I thought, as I said with music, sometimes I thought as a child, oh my god, the singer must be so well known all over the world, because I always hear, I always listen to their songs, and you always hear them everywhere. And then they were just famous in Europe or just in Germany sometimes, but sang in English and had an English name as an example. And so, yeah, sometimes I thought they were worldwide famous, and also some brands, and no one really knew them. And so I don't know how widely known this brand is. I'm sorry. I think it's at least Europe widely known, in Europe. I don't know. I think so. And yeah, this is another one with, this is a toner, and it's another one for like with a peeling effect that just gently removes your old dead skin cells. And this one has BHA again, and AHA is lactic acid, mandelic acid. I thought it was lactic acid. All right. But yeah, this is supposed to be more gentle to your skin and not too harsh on your skin, because it only has 1% and 3% of these different acids. I want to show you once again, and again it's the other way. What is this? Like this. And yeah, I really like this one. I've only used it a couple of times now, but I really like it also for my shoulders. Wherever I have some pimples, wherever I have some acne, I'm going to use this. And now we're going to come to the hydration part, because as I said, I have dry skin, really dry skin, especially during winter. Like my hands, they look crusty between my fingers. Like it's really, today is a good day. Like when I still went to school and I had to leave the house every single day, and I also did, like when I also had to leave the house on during the weekday, not just during the weekdays, but also on the weekends for different activities and different things. Like I had during winter, I had blood all over my fingers because my fingers are just so, like the skin is really thin, and it was just basically bursting apart. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like, can you see it? I have no idea. But like I have really dry skin. So this is the best thing ever. This is an aloe vera leaf, and like it's supposed to look like an aloe vera leaf, and it includes 99% of aloe vera. And this is so good. Like no matter if I need some, like it's by Holika, and I think it's South Korean skincare. But like this calms down my skin and at the same time hydrates my skin. Like also during summertime. During summertime I use this after being out in the sun. Like we're also going to talk about sun protection in a minute. But yeah, I don't really go out into the sun a lot. But I still do it sometimes because of vitamin D. And because of, yeah, like the sun cures my depression, at least a bit. And so I really want to go out a lot during summer. Like not a lot, as I just said, sometimes. But like I don't stay inside the whole summer. And so after being out in the sun, I put this onto my skin. And so yeah, also my skin is really, I don't know what is wrong with my skin. I have no idea. Also during summer, like I never really get red. I don't get sunburns. I have never really gotten sunburns throughout my life. Like the only time I had a sunburn that I still felt after one day or something like this was when I was in the mountains, in the Alps, in the Alps in Austria. And I had, for some reason, I just parted my hair in the middle or something like this, and then my hairline, my sensitive hair skin, my scalp skin, I don't know how to say it, got really red. And like this is the only sunburn that was really, severe, or that was a sunburn. Like sometimes my skin got a bit red after some hours, but I don't really get sunburns. But at the same time, I also don't really tan. I don't know. My skin is really interesting. I don't know. Like, I tan with self-tan, as you can see. Like, this is my hand and this is the arm. And so, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's interesting. It's really interesting. So, again, if you are a dermatologist and you know what's wrong, please let me know. Like, I don't know. But this is really helpful after being out in the sun, and just like when your skin is a bit dry or just, also a bit red maybe sometimes. And at the same time, it also really hydrates my skin during winter time. So I really love this one. And this is really a top recommendation. I have a lot of these leaves. Like it's supposed to look like an aloe vera leaf, like it looks like an aloe vera leaf. And I have, I don't know, 5 of these lying in the cellar right now, where they're stored cool and it doesn't get too warm. Like, this is the best. And so if you have dry skin, these 2 are definitely a recommendation. So like this leaf, and then this cream, also pH 5, pH neutral, pH level neutral, I don't know how to say it. And it's by Eucerin. And this one is made also for sensitive skin, but also if you have dry skin, like if you just need, like this just protects your skin and gives the skin hydration. I can't talk today. And just keeps your skin in the balance with the pH neutral situation. And it's also like this comes in different hydration degrees. I don't know how to say it. Like, this is the light one. This is really light. Like, it's just basically it's a body lotion, and I also use this on my whole body. And for my legs I have the heavier one, which is a bit heavier. I just occasionally have it lying around here. Like, I only use these bags. Actually, you're supposed to fill this into the old bottle, but I just use this out of the bag. And so yeah, this is basically, this has two dots, 2 water drops, 2 drops. Like, this is the medium thing, and then they have a really heavy thick cream that is just the 3rd level, which is a bit too heavy for me because then it will clog my pores. But I use this one for my legs, especially during winter, and this one for the rest of my body, and sometimes on my face, not every single day. Sometimes during winter, as an example, when my face is really dry, when my skin is really dry, I use this also on my face. But like during summer, as an example, I rarely use this on my face because then it's a bit too heavy for my face. Then I'm afraid it might clog my pores. Then I use this one. But like during winter, like these are my top recommendation. Like these are my top recommendations if you have sensitive skin, if you have problematic skin, like just, I don't know, dry with acne or whatever. Like this is really good. Like this is really good. Like I think you can use these ones. Like I really think you can use these 2 on sensitive skin, on dry skin, on medium skin or whatever. Also on if you have acne. At least, like, I don't want to, like, maybe this is also not good for you, but like in my case, like sometimes I have really severe breakouts, and I've had really bad breakouts, and my acne used to be a lot worse. Like it used to be way worse, especially even after, like, not just during puberty, also after puberty. Like just 2 years ago, I believe my acne was at its worst. And so these 2 products never disappointed me, and I can only recommend them to you. Also, if you have oily skin, I think you can still use this. This is so lightweight and just hydrating your skin. Like, this is so great. These 2 are really great. Biggest recommendation. And so, yeah. Now we're almost through. Now we have, now I have things that are really for really bad situations. Like, this is... Like I just use, like you can use this by all kinds of, this is just a really popular brand in Germany, maybe also in other countries in Europe. It's Fenistil, I don't know how to say it in English. And this is basically cortisone, okay. Like, and this is hydrocortisone. And this is actually, like, I only use this when I get bites by mosquitoes or all kinds of different insects. Or I use this when I have a really bad acne situation. Like if I have a really big pimple underneath my skin, like I have these below the surface pimples. I don't know how to say this in English. And when this comes, like especially during winter time, I have this sometimes. And so this really helps with the redness and with the inflammation. Alright, so that is already it. The only things that are still left are... Oh no, I forgot something really important. Another one for hydration. this is really great. Like, this is a cream that actually hydrates my skin, and at the same time it also has salicylic acid in it and zinc. And also zinc is really good for acne prone skin sometimes. Like in my case, it really helps. And like to just dry out the pimples in a really soft way and not too harsh. And so this is also really great. This is also a really good recommendation. Also, especially during winter, I can only recommend this to you. This is also really good if you have acne prone skin, but at the same time dry skin. Because like I just use a lot of products that don't clog my pores basically, but that also are not too harsh on my skin, because I have really dry skin, I have really sensitive skin. And if I just had oily skin, like during puberty sometimes I had oily skin at the beginning of puberty, and so it was easier to clean my face because I could just use really aggressive products and that was it basically. And nowadays I just really have to think about what I'm putting onto my skin, because my skin is really sensitive and really dry and has acne and all these kind of things. And yeah, and then we have some things that I sometimes use after cleaning my skin. So these are basically identical. And again, like I don't know how widely known these brands are. I don't think you can buy this outside of Europe. I don't know. This is called No or Nö, because of the Scandinavian letter. I don't know. No makeup, basically. So when you use these products, you don't have to use any makeup. Like in general, I like this company. I like this brand. They have a lot of great things. It's more on the expensive end, but it's really worth the money. And this has 6% AHA and PHA, which are different acids again. And I don't know which kind of, like I think AHA is lactic acid and PHA is something else. But yeah. And it also has some panthenol and aloe vera in it. So this is also, although it's actually like I have, like from my experience, sometimes these chemical peelings, like it's a chemical peeling, you just apply 2 to 3 drops onto your skin, or 2 to 3 drops, or overnight 4 to 5 drops onto your skin, and then it's supposed to clean your pores overnight and to just remove dead skin cells. And so sometimes, from my experience, these chemical peelings can be really harsh on your skin, but at the same time, this one is not. Like, this is not so harsh. This is also really good for sensitive skin. And so I use this twice per week or so, overnight on my face. And this one is a bit more aggressive. It's by Catrice again. And this is pore overnight treatment, blemish control serum with BHA and AHA. And in my opinion, like to me personally, BHA is a bit too aggressive for my skin sometimes. Like also the one by Paula's Choice, it was sometimes great in the beginning, but after a while my skin gets really dried out by this, and so I really prefer AHA and PHA. And so this is again for really for more difficult situations, like pimples that are beneath the surface or just really bad impurities, and when I just need, like also during summertime, like I don't really use this during summertime because you have to use SPF afterwards, like sun protection, and preferably also some higher sun protection. I just put it somewhere. Where is it? Over here. Like now I'm also going to show you the best sun protection that I have used so far, and like this is the only one that I still want to show you. This is like, you won't get this somewhere outside of Europe, and just in countries in Europe where you have the drugstore chain called DM, and this is an acelain booster, I don't know. This is also supposed to, this is more supposed to remove acne scars, hyperpigmentation. Like this is supposed to help you with hyperpigmentation, and I started using this, but like since my acne is still more or less active, like I use it sometimes because I have a lot of scars, or just not really scars, but definitely hyperpigmentation. That's why my acne looks a lot worse sometimes, especially on my back. Like I just have these hyperpigmentation scars because, yeah, like I also used to scratch my skin open sometimes when I was really in stressy situations, and so I don't know if this will help me. Sometimes I use it. So yeah, let's just talk about the sun protection real quick, and then I think we're through. So in general, when it comes to sun protection, I don't use it during winter time. Like I live in Germany, in the north of Germany. It's almost Scandinavia. Like the weather and just the overall geography doesn't really make a line where people draw the country lines. And so technically you can already call this Scandinavia. This is almost Denmark where I live. And so I don't use sun protection during winter. Also during spring and autumn time. And autumn, I just said autumn. What is this? I'm currently trying to learn the British accent, and so I'm saying autumn now. What is this? Also during fall, also during spring and fall time, I rarely use sun protection. Just if I spend longer periods of time outside in the sun, because otherwise I really want to get some vitamin D. I really want to get some sun rays, like just some sun rays into my skin. Maybe this is not the right idea. Maybe one day I will look old, but like one day I will look old anyways, you know. I don't really care if I will start looking old, or I don't know, when I'm 40 or when I'm 45, you know. I don't really tan. I don't really go into the sun for hours every single day during summertime or whatever. I don't go into, like, I don't use tanning beds or whatever. I don't do this. But since I also never, like, it's been, I don't know, years since I've been somewhere on vacation, and even on vacation, like, I have never really been to a lot of different countries. I would really love to travel a lot, but I have never really been to really warm countries where you have a lot of sun rays. And I would really like to do this, but like, yeah, so far I haven't had the opportunity yet. Subscribe to my channel so I can travel around the world, please, so I have more money. But like during summertime, I use this one. By Hawaiian Tropic, the mineral sun lotion, protective sun lotion, skin nourishing facial milk with SPF 30, and this also has zinc in it. And so I also use this during winter time, but not full face, but just if I have some spots, some new acne spots, I just apply this, because like not for sun protection reasons, but just because of the skin. And so when it comes to sun protection for the rest of my body, for my arms, my legs, I just use different products. For dry skin, I don't really take a look at which brand it is, I just switch them up. And so this one is by Garnier, Ombre Solaire, and it's over makeup super UV, super UV. And this is an over makeup super UV protection with hyaluronic acid. I don't know how to say it. And this is SPF 50. And this is what I use on my face during summertime. And I also don't spray it directly on onto my face. I just spray it onto a pad, and then I just apply it a bit. And yeah, which is a waste of product if you think about it. But if something comes, like I have also really sensitive eyes. Like sometimes you see me making these videos, like in my videos, I don't know if you can see it, but sometimes my eyes, they start tearing up. Like I just, when with this ring light, and this is just one ring light, but like my eyes get so sensitive with this light when I film for longer periods of time. And so also when anything just comes near my eyes, it's over. Like this is why I just apply it just like this. And this one is again by this really popular German drugstore chain, DM. And this is basically for babies. This is for kids. But this is a mineral sun protection, which just, it's not, how do you call the other ones? The other ones are basically, they still let sun rays go into your skin. you can still tan with these other products. Like also not with the other one. This was also a mineral one, the Hawaiian Tropic, I think. But this one, the sun rays still go into your skin, but they don't damage your skin, and like you still get tan over time, but like just in a protective matter, basically, in a protected matter. And this doesn't really, like this, all of the sun rays that will go onto skin, that is with this, like where you put this on, the sun rays will just reflect and will just go back into space and will just not go into your skin, and not back into space, but just not into your skin. And I use this on my moles because I think, like, I would say I have a lot of moles, but like a lot of people have even more. Like some people, like a lot of people told me it's not that bad, but like I think I just want to protect them. I don't want to get skin cancer, and so this is why I apply this on moles that I have. And just, yeah, do you call them moles, brown spots? Just this one, and on the hand there I have small ones, this one, you know what I mean. And I have a big one on my leg. And yeah, so I think that's it. Like a lot of products, but like keep in mind I've also tried a lot more throughout my life. I've tried a lot of different products, and yeah, finally I found the right ones when it comes to the hydration situation, when it comes to hydrating my skin. Like I want to show them again to you because they're so great. Like these two products, these are just really a recommendation for almost all kinds of skin, I believe. Like not for all kinds of skin, there are definitely going to be exceptions, but like for a lot of people I think these two products are just amazing. And so yeah, just from my experience. And yeah, I could also show you what I used to remove my makeup with, but like this is not really skincare, and this is also again a company that is not really this is not an international company, and so yeah, maybe I will make another video for my makeup routine if you would like to see this. So yeah, let me know if you would like to see this. And so I hope you liked the video, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you would give it a like. And if you didn't like it, feel free to let me know why in the comments. And thanks for watching. Thanks for watching until now if you're still watching. And see you in the next video. Alright, bye.